interior. Guess it. Guess it. Porno red. No shit. Another porno red interior. It's porno red Wednesdays here in Kissimmee. Hey everybody, KT with 90s Muscle here. We're down in Kissimmee, Florida for the opening day of the Mecum Automobile Auction, largest auction in America. I've been here a few times. I have to say it is quite the show if you're into cars, buying, selling, just looking. There's probably 4,000 or so cars that will cross the block here in Kissimmee. If you're in town, stop by. I'll gladly meet you here at the gate. We can go and look at some cars that you may be interested in. As always, I'm on the hunt for the best in 3rd Gen and Fox Body Mustangs. So let's take a walk and see what we can find. As you walk through here, you're constantly amazed by how many buildings and tents full of the finest examples of rare muscle cars you'll actually run across. Your eyes just don't know where to look sometimes. I just, you know, from one side to the next, it's just cars and more cars, and that's why I enjoy coming here. Although a lot of this stuff is unobtainium, as you might call it, there are deals to be had. It's all about timing, right place, right time of day. Certain periods of the auction, it's a lot harder to acquire things. The best times are when people have had lunch and they're a little bit liquored up. Like, just for example, here we go. We're walking by a Grand National. It's probably one of the finest examples left on the planet. It's got 5,930 original miles on it. So this is the type of stuff you see down here. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of junk too, intermixed, but if you're looking for, you know, fine automobiles such as the Grand National behind me, this is where you want to be. You want to be here, you want to have your checkbook ready, and get up on that block, get down in the mix, and wait and bid. There's an art to bidding too. Bidding's all about waiting for that inevitable reserve to pop. A lot of times people will have a reserve on a vehicle, and they'll, if there's no action on it, they'll pull it, and oftentimes that'll be the telltale sign of where that car is going to go. Is it going to keep going higher, or is it going to stay right where it's at? If it's sitting right where it's at, once the reserve is off, it can sell. So if you're the last guy with his hand in the air and the hammer gavels, it's your car. I'm about to go walk up on the staging area. I want to see what's going on, and we'll get back with you shortly. C4 Corvettes. There's one right behind me. It's a 93 40th anniversary car. They all came in a ruby red metallic with ruby red interior. 93s suffered from a mistake made at the factory. Many of them came with a 40th anniversary headrest. So many people think they have a 40th anniversary car, but they actually don't. If you have a 40th anniversary car, it's like the one right behind me. It'll have the correct badging on the outside and the inside, and it'll have ruby red interior, not just a headrest. Let's take a closer look at it. Notice the 40th anniversary badge here on the fender. You'll notice that 40th anniversary badge here on the driver's side fender. This one appears to be suffering from the dreaded hood closure phenomenon. You see right there the corner of the hood's up a little bit. Usually that's easily correctable. This one sports its paint proudly. Not many dings, pings, no major scratches, not a lot of swirl marks. Notice the ruby red interior. Here's the headrest I was mentioning earlier. As I said, many 93s came from the factory with a 40th anniversary embroidered headrest. It was a mistake made by the factory. So many folks will advertise a 93 as a 40th anniversary car when in fact it just had 40th anniversary headrest. This is the 40th anniversary interior. All ruby red, leather seats, carpet, and trim. Here's another 93 40th anniversary car right behind me. This one's a convertible. It's a little bit rougher shape than the one we just looked at. Paint's not as nice. More swirls, pings, dings. Don't know the mileage because the key is not in the ignition. It is a digital readout. There's a note to call the owner, which I think I might. I'm just interested, although, as I say, it's not in as nice a shape as that coupe, and I'm not a convertible guy. You'll notice same exact phenomenon as the one we just looked at on these C4s. The hood was always touchy, especially in the driver's side corner. And you can see that this one has that going on. Another dreaded C4 problem, the notorious power antenna. Can't tell if this one goes up or down, but it's stuck in that danger position where it may not be working. We won't know until we get the car on. Pain in the ass to fix. Wheels seem to be in good shape, not all scuffed and road rash to death. But this is what I was saying. If you take a look down this corner, you're going to see a lot of touch-up paint from opening it into whatever people might have opened it into over the years, taking her out, joyriding her, going grocery getting. Look at this side of the hood here. May not actually be closed all the way, but that's one of those things you got to look for on C4. So we got our first third gen car behind us here. It's an 86 Trans Am. Full bird car, WS6 package. It has the fuel injected 5.0 in it. This was the best engine you can get in 86. In 87 they introduced the 5.7, which was available in the full bird car, also in the GTA, which is the first year of the GTA. This car here behind me has about 90,000 original miles on it. It has been repainted. It has a new Fire Chicken decal on the hood. It also has a fiberglass replacement wing on the back. These cars up until 86 came with a vinyl coated rear wing, which was notorious for splitting and breaking and cracking, especially in colder climates. This car has the fiberglass replacement. Let's take a closer look. You'll see that the honeycomb wheels are in really good shape. You got your fuel injection indicator here on the door handle. And take a look at this wing. It's correct. I mean, it looks correct, but it's actually a fiberglass replacement. And as I say, these wings were notorious for cracking and breaking, which is why this car has the fiberglass, because it's almost impossible to find a replacement vinyl-clad wing, and it's almost impossible to repair. Car has the original window sticker.
I think this car's cool, yeah.
Build sheet. Definitely clean. Be interested to see what it brings. As you know, 90s Muscle has the 87 black GTA with 30,000 original miles, which should command roughly 25 to 30 grand in today's market. Let's take a quick look at the interior. There's another point of contention on these cars. See that center console? They had a strong tendency to just separate. It's the early plastics that GM experimented with back in the late 80s. A lot of it comes from, you know, getting in the car and leaning on that console, putting your weight on the arm pad and pressing out the sides of the center console. You can kind of see it starting to happen right there, but a lot of these need to be glued back together. The dash is in real great shape. You have the map pocket, which is in place. The headliner's really good shape. All in all, great car. Here's that 93 anniversary from earlier, the Convert. It's got 96,000 original miles on it. So a little bit, probably 10,000 miles more than the other one. And as I say, it was a little bit rougher shape. This one's a little bit rougher shape than a coupe. So This will give you an idea what it's going to bring, what that coupe will bring if this thing goes, I don't know, 12, 15. I can't see it going more than that, given the condition it's in. But you never know. That Suburban just sold for $8,500, which I don't know about that either. But let's see what happens. Going 7, 9, 10. Asking 10. No reserve. No, they're at 7. Asking 10. 8. Asking 8. Still at 7. I don't know. I don't like that. 100,000 miles.
You want to get 6 right quick. $6,000. All right, never to get 6. All right, never to get 600 bid. All right, never to get 500 down. 600. Never to get. I got Lucas at $5,000 is bid. $6,000. I got you at 5. $6,000. 5 down. 6,000. 500. Never to get 600 bid. All in. Anybody else? $6,000 on the no reserve Corvette. Last call. 500. Never to get 6,000. So $5,000. Lucas.
There you go.
Now offering
$5 grand.
That's a 1990 Cadillac Brougham.
Wouldn't have expected that, but it wasn't in the greatest of shape. That other 93, the convert that went across, it only went for $5 grand. Granted, it was not as good a shape as this one, but if that's dictating the market for these right now, that's not a bad buy. There's still some room in that, and these are, you know, less than 2,000 produced. I wasn't. You know, I'm going to correct myself on that number. I think that was the number for. There are less than 2,000 converts produced, but I think there were 5,000 of these made, or 4,000 and change. We can consult the Google when we get back later. But here it goes now. I think that we're going to have to see what we're going to have to go in there and check this out. It may be worth trying to pick it up. I don't know. C4 Corvettes. Behind me we got a 96 Special Collector's Edition. These are fast moving up in value. They have over probably the last 12 to 18 months. This one behind me is a very good example of this car. The paint's perfect. The engine bay is very well detailed. These came with a special paint, Sebring silver, special wheels and badging. This one actually has a very rare torch red interior, and it's a 6-speed, so checks all the boxes. Let's take a closer look. So these wheels came with a special center cap. They've been copied in the aftermarket 100 times over, but they came originally on this car just like this. And I've got a 69, my old man 69 in Cortez silver, so I'm partial to silver on any vet, and this C4 body style wears this color very well. Everything's in order here, nice and tidy. Here's the torch red interior. I gotta say, I'm a Porno red interior fan myself. I've got 3 cars with Porno red interior, but I don't know if I like it with the silver, but it's cool, and the 6-speed's even cooler, so. We'll see what it brings, probably a lot of money. Hey everybody, KT again. Behind me we got a 93 Cobra. This one's got 12,000 and change original miles on it, so about 2,000 less miles than our 93 Cobra. For those not familiar with the 93 Cobra, there were 4,993 produced in 93. It was the send-off swan song for the Fox Body. They had various different modifications that they had thrown at this car, from intake to cam to wheels to all sorts of stuff that made it stand out. If you don't know about it, read up on it. I'm kind of in a hurry, or I'd go over it in more detail, but this one is definitely rarest of the rare, super bone stock original OEM, as good as you're going to get, and I'll be very interested to see what this one's going to bring. Maybe I'll take a little bit of time going over it with you. You got the wheels, of course. That's the first thing you notice. They were produced for this car specifically. They've been reproduced in the aftermarket many times over, but they did come with the 93. You see the distinctive Cobra badge here on the driver's side fender. take a walk around to the back. They went into the parts bin at Ford. They got some SVO taillights from the 84 through 86 SVOs and used them on the Cobra. They also engineered a one-off wing for this car, which you can see clearly there. Another thing they did on the lower roll pan, rather than a traditional GT of that vintage, they actually have indentations for LX style tailpipes, which you can see emerge from under the rear balance. Move back around to this side. Wheels again, Cobra badging on the passenger side fender. So that would be it from the exterior, except for the couple other cues in the front. You got the Prancing Pony rather than the closed off front fascia. You've also got some distinctive lower ground effects on this car in terms of in front of the rear tire and behind. Also, something real quick that we didn't mention, disc brakes. That was another thing distinctive to the 93. Actually had disc brakes in the rear, something that the Fox Body crowd can appreciate because this car's in stock. And if you look inside, really the only thing denoting a Cobra as a Cobra on the interior was the special set of floor mats, which you can see down there. They were embroidered with Cobra, both passenger and driver, but other than that, that's it. And what I like about this car, it's not a sunroof car. Mine is a sunroof. That adds an extra option, but I still don't like it. And let's take a quick look in the engine compartment. You're going to see the Cobra intake. What the SVO team did, essentially they took a bunch of parts that they had laying around from the Ford Motorsports catalog, kind of one-offed them a bit. This intake is modeled on the tubular GT40 intake they were selling at the time, the GT40 style heads, which you can't see, which are under distinctive black valve covers. These cars were specially tuned exhaust-wise. They had a little bit more distinctive note, a little bit more freer flowing. But if you didn't see that or the valve covers, at first glance, wouldn't really know. Looks like a little black spray paint there. This one's got the markings on the strut towers from the factory. So behind me here we have another good example of a C4 Corvette. This one with only 7,000 and change miles on the odometer. It's a black car, so it doesn't lie. It's in really great shape, super clean. No noticeable scuffs, dings, pings, scratches in the finish. Everything looks to be in order. It's a black leather interior car, which is another plus. The only thing I don't like is it's an automatic, but you can't have everything. Here's another 93 anniversary C4. This one with only 29,000 miles on it, and another convertible with much better shape than the other convertible. I'll take you around the other side. Yeah, this one is in much better shape than the other that came across with 99,000 miles on it, 70,000 fewer miles, so that shouldn't lie. Here it goes. So you got an 86 Z28 here. Pretty nice example of a third gen Camaro. It's a 305 fuel injected, black with the gold banded package, all of which seems to be fairly good shape. The wheels are in really good shape. The decals are in really good shape. No major scuffs, blemishes on it. Black paint is in fairly good shape. There's some stress cracks and fractures in certain spots, especially on the plastic in the front. A couple of dings and pings on the passenger side. Some stress tweaks here in the passenger side door underneath the rear view mirror. I don't know if you can see that, but hood opens and closes easy. Everything appears to be in order under the hood. It's got some aftermarket spark plug wires on it. A lot of spray paint going on underneath. They cleaned it up. It looks good, but there's some overspray here and there. has been undercoated at some point in its lifetime, probably early on from the dealer. T-top car. Black and blue interior. I'm not sure I'm so cool with. Do you like it, sir? It's clean. It's clean. I just don't. I don't know why someone would choose that unless the seats aren't original to the car. But the car doesn't have the J65 option. Has no rear disc brake, so that's one thing. One notch against it. Here's something to point out on these third gens. This front grille insert was one thing that always got cracked up and smashed up, and same with the fog lights. And on this car, they're in pretty good shape. And it has the air dam in place, which is very important for cooling. And they often got torn off in parking lots all around the country, but this one's intact. So we just had a little rain here in Kissimmee. Everything's a little bit wet, as you can see on this 88 GT convert behind me. It's got 53,000 original miles on the clock. Appears to be pretty straight and all OEM stock original. Let's take a closer look. We'll take a quick walk around the car. It's got the original correct wheels on it. Wheels appear to be in good shape, no curb rash to speak of. Roof rack area is really good. No dings, pings, nicks, dents. Top appears to be in really good condition. For a white top, it's clean. There's a stain back here above the passenger side rear tire, above the passenger side quarter. The car has really good door belts and moldings. Everything's really unfaded, nice. Same for these window moldings. The cowl is in really good shape. Window glass is all in really good shape. Still has the stickers, which is a good sign. You can see through the window to the interior. Interior is your houndstooth GT Sportback seats. Really good condition. Only thing I don't like about it is that it's an automatic, and I'm sure a lot of buyers will feel the same way. But it does have a window sticker to go with it. It's from a private no reserve collection. Has a clean Carfax. All in all, really clean example of a late 80s Fox body. Take a quick peek under the hood. I can't do it with one hand. Well, this one appears to be mostly OEM stock original. The glaring discrepancy, let's see who can name it right off the bat. Stock airbox is missing. It's got a cold air intake on it, but it does have the distributor boot still on it. It still has the coil cover, which is a rarity. It's missing the cover for the wiper motor. Looks like all your hoses and whatnot, vacuum lines, rubber hoses and such for the smog pump are still in place. There's your hoses and there's your smog pump. Looks like it's got the correct date coded spark plug wire still on it. And that original hood insulation pad is still in place and in pretty decent shape. Looks like with a wipe off it would be really presentable. As you know, we had a 90 GT convert not too long ago, 30,000 original miles, so same neighborhood as this car behind me. Ours was a 5-speed, which made all the difference when we went to sell it. This one's an automatic, so it should bring decent money, but it's probably going to hold it back. The automatics don't move like the 5-speed cars for good reason. Here's a really nice example of a C4. It's from that same no reserve private collection. It's a 96 torch red and about 50,000 original miles on the clock. It's got a torch red interior, so you got your full-on red on red porno car, but it's really super clean for the year and the mileage. Wheels are in really nice shape, although I'm not a fan of the saw blades, but they are in really nice shape for a pair of saw blades. And interior is, see if I can open this. Yes, I can. Interior is super clean. You gotta love that red. I do love that red. Behind me we got another Fox Body convertible. Unfortunately another automatic. This one's 89, about 29,000 original miles on the clock. White with red interior. It's pretty clean. Everything seems to be in order. Let's take a quick look around, take a walk around the outside, check out the inside, see if we can get the hood open. Stock wheels last year for the turbine style wheel here. They appear to be in really good shape. No curb rash, nicks, dents, scratches, paint stains in them. Outside of the car is unfortunately kind of dirty. Needs to be wiped down. Take a look down the passenger side. Looks like it might have a new set of headlights if they're not original. Yeah, they are original. They're Ford stamped, so that's a good indicator that the mileage on this car is fairly accurate, because you don't see headlights like that unless they've been polished and buffed out. But same appears for the fog lights, but I can't tell. But you look at those Ford stampings on the headlights, marker lights. The cowl is in really good condition. Cowl molding, window molding, door belts, all good shape. Top is in really good shape. Rear window. It's a North Carolina car. There's your automatic. Behind me we got another C4. It's a 94 torch red base coupe. Red on red, Porno interior. Lots of Porno going on today. This is what, the 5th, 6th, 7th Porno interior we've seen, but let's take a look at this car. It's pretty clean. Wheels are good. Dirty, but not all chipped up. Got some kind of flaw in the paint here on the driver's door. See it from here. Also got some dirt here. I don't like that flaw in that door. I don't know. That's some tweak in the fiberglass. Looks like the stock exhaust tips here in all their glory. Got the hood thing going on. Let's take a look at the Porno interior. Yeah, and it's an automatic, unfortunately. What are you going to do? But I don't know what the mileage is yet. We'll find out. So right behind me, we've got an 89 Fox Body GT, 38,000 original miles. Supposedly one owner. Everything's legit. OEM stock original. Let's take a closer look around the car and see if it lives up to the expectation. So first glance, 89, we've got the wrong wheels on the car. These are 91 through 93 pony wheels. It should have the turbine style GT wheels on the car, so that'll be the first knock against it. I tend to agree that these look better, but they're not correct for the year. Taking a look at everything on the outside, let's take a look at the cowl and the cowl molding, all in really good condition. Door belts in excellent condition. The quarter window moldings are in really excellent condition. It's got some of the common stress tweaks here above the quarter window. Take a look around the backside. Nothing egregious. No fading on the rear wing. The rear window molding's all really good. Quarter molding on the passenger side, really good. Same with the door belts. Got the little smiley face here. Happy, we're happy. I think that means we're happy we got checked in right and we don't have too much gas. They don't want a lot of gas in the car. Let's take a look at the headlights. There's a giveaway for you. Let's see. Nope, they're not stamped Ford. These are in fact aftermarket headlights and marking lights, which is a common replacement on these. Of course they fade out and it's easier and cheaper now to just throw a new set in and polish the old ones. Fog lights look original. See if the door's open. We could take a quick look on the inside. Looks like somebody's already done that. Oh, another. Hey everybody, it's porno time, porno day. Another red interior. I don't know what's going on, but this one looks like it's in really good shape. 5-speed, I like it. Gotta love the tilt wheel on the 87 through the 89s. Let's check out the ashtray door here. Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Got your little spotlight up here. Oh yeah, look at that. Works like a charm. These are all good little things. I'm gonna take a look underneath it and I'll let you know how it goes. Got that door sag. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look underneath. Well, I could tell you it's got the original Cat at H pipe in place, original turbo mufflers. Undercarriage is real nice. Floor pans are all good. Like that. Original Ford Cats. They look like they're in really good shape. Oh yeah. Me likey this one. No rod up here behind the rear bumper, which is a common spot for them to start getting rust. Everything's in order under here. No surface rust on anything. Looks like the original shocks. Rear diff cover, everything's really nice. Be nice to see what this one's gonna bring. It is, I believe, accurate as far as the mileage is concerned. 33,000 original miles, whatever it was. Everything appears to be in order. I haven't opened the hood yet. Maybe I'll do that and take a look just for shits and giggles. But it does have the original Cat at H pipe on it. Original exhaust all the way out the back, which is good. Usually that hit the scrap heap. At least the mufflers did. But no flow masters here. Well, I did open the hood and I'm taking a look around and everything seems to be in order. Appears that perhaps this car had a cold air intake on it, but this looks like a aftermarket air box. Doesn't look like a stock Ford air box. Doesn't have the correct decals on it. We've got a aftermarket replacement AC compressor here, new battery, AC Delco, not a Fomoco. It does have the coil cover still in place. Looks like it has a new thermostat, new water pump. Thermostat housing, water pump is new. Thermostat housing's new. Alternator is new. It has the coil cover, as I mentioned. It has missing the cover for the wiper motor. It does have the smog pump still in place. Has all the rubber hoses, valving, and vacuum lines for the smog pump. The entire air smog system is still in place. So all in all, and of course you got your distributor boot, but all in all, looks very OEM stock original for the most part. You know, a few common replacement parts, service parts like the water pump. Okay, fine, you can live with that. It does still have even the motor pulls on it from the factory. There's one right there, how they lowered the motor in from the, on the assembly line. Has the stock hood insulation pad in really good condition still. Could be cleaned up, but all in all, I notice here it's got a little aftermarket replacement hood prop. What would you call that? The little plastic Srengus thing that holds your hood prop in place. That's new. Those always broke. They're junk. But I just stepped on a flag. I don't know what that is, but air conditioner. It looks like the AC. Yeah, of course they put a new compressor in and they converted it. So one less thing you got to do. Got another nice C4 behind me here. It's a '94 Arctic White on what color interior? Guess it. Guess it. Porno red. No shit. Another porno red interior. It's porno red Wednesdays here in Kissimmee. But let's take a closer look at this car. It's nice and clean. I like the white on a C4 Corvette. Window glass is really nice. I like that. Got the original sticker, road service help me stickers on there. I want to open this because I want to check out this Porno red. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, baby. Me likey. So behind me here we got a 92 LX 5.0 Fox Body, white with gray interior. And if you know anything about my past, I had a brand new 92, just like the one behind me here, way back in 92. Bought it when I was 19 years old, brand new. Added a dealer, I think I paid $12,900 for it or something like that. Drove it for a couple of years, did all the mods that the Ford Motorsports catalog would let me do. And I finally got my act together and rolled back in school and started driving it to school and got stole right out of the parking lot of school. Needless to say, I've always been bitter about that. You know, I've got probably 4 or 5 of them now in the stable, so I'm not too, you know, disgruntled because I've got my share of them. But I've always wanted another white 92, just like this one, white with the gray interior. And I'm gonna check this one out, and if it fits the bill, which I think it may, it says 80,000 miles on the clock. We're gonna be bidding on this car tomorrow, even though it's an automatic, which I don't like. But the kits are available to convert them to 5-speed, and I would probably go ahead and do that. And I would probably go ahead and rebuild it just the way my 92 was back in the day. GT40, which I've got sitting on the shelf, heads, cam, the whole works, and this would be the perfect candidate. So let's take a closer look. At first glance, it looks like we've got a little bit of a misaligned body panel here. The fender on the captain side is a little not lined up. I don't know if you could see that, but let's bowed out just a bit. Got some scratches, dings, pings, chips like this one here. Nothing major. There's a little ding right here in the quarter. But all in all, passenger side looks really good. A couple little dings here and there. The quarter windows are a little beat up. Door belts are good. Cowl is decent. Cowl molding's faded. Let's open the hood and see what we got going on under there. Come on now, baby. Oh yeah. Well, we got stock airbox with sticker. We got distributor boot. We got coil cover that somebody painted over. We got the stock headers. We got stock smog pump. We got all the hoses in place for the smog pump. We got the, looks like the original rubber hose actuator, all the plastics. There's doodaddies there, there's franguses for the air pump, that's all there. People like myself ripped that shit out and threw it in the garbage when we brought the car home. Looks like it's got a newer water pump on it. It's an AC car, which is cool. It actually looks like it's got date stamped. Can't tell, they're 8mm. No, they're not original, but they're correct color, if that's your thing. Intake plate is faded as they go, but impressive in terms of originality. It does have a new radiator in it. See if we can take a peek inside, check out this interior. Oh yeah. Got your mat pockets blown out. That's typical. Back seat looks good. Got your ashtray. Oh, ashtray door. Need a little ashtray door love there. Need the love on the ashtray door. Gotta do it. Gotta damn this thing. Why? But who knows? Probably some chick's car. Headliner, everything is groovy. Back seat, I mean everything, the sail panels, everything is mint in this car. Door panels are good, no cracks in the dash. And we got a bid on this. Got to bid. Let's take a look underneath. I don't want to lay in the sand, I'm not at the beach, but let's kind of look underneath. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Super clean. Looks like, I can't tell from here if it's got new turbo mufflers on it, but I see turbo mufflers. Yeah, they're not. You can see there, see the weld, somebody put in a new set of turbo mufflers, but it does have the catted H pipe, which is correct. Everything, torque boxes look good. Oh yeah, cats there. Original Ford cats. Wow. Oh yeah, I guess there's gonna be a lot of bidding going on this fucking thing. Got a rear main seal leak, I could see. But I don't know, maybe we can get it for, I don't know, if we're gonna relive the past. If we're gonna relive the past, we got to try and pick this up. This will be the ultimate middle finger to the Jip Bags. God rest their souls that they're not with us any longer. Maybe they are. If they are, fuck them. Fuck you. Because I'm here bidding on this thing right now. So let's see if we get it. When is it? Saturday? Friday. It's Friday, early in the morning. We got to be here tomorrow morning early to bid on this thing. Check in with us tomorrow, see if we win it.